Thank you for staying with us right here on the South African Morning. Let's bring you this now. The life expectancy of men in South Africa has increased from 59 to 64 years. And for women, it's gone from 67 to 71 years. And this according to Statistician data from the past 18 years. Well, the mid-year estimates show that the number of people over 60 has been increasing quite steadily since 2015. High blood pressure, diabetes and arthritis, on the other hand, are the most common health conditions affecting the elderly. So for more on this, I'm now joined by the Statistician-General, Mr. Risenga Maluleke. Good to have you as always, and good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Now, when we look at these numbers and the data, particularly from the year 2002 to 2020, what exactly do they tell us?
Well, firstly, to me, let us appreciate that life expectancy has been increasing over time and in South Africa. So steadily it has been increasing. That is number one. Number two is that the whole issue of child care and indeed issues that are based on the whole environment of where children are taken care of, so have improved. So there are improvements in health care of children. And indeed, we see an increasing number of the elderly steadily rising, meaning that we are seeing a lot more people living longer.
And with that being said, I mean, in terms of the population increase that we're seeing, which provinces take the lead here?
In terms of population increases, firstly, let us start with the most populous province. That is Gauteng, and we are talking as of the last media estimates that we have made available 1st July 2020. Gauteng is sitting with more than 15 million, about 15.5 million, and it's followed by KwaZulu-Natal. And KwaZulu-Natal then has been overtaken when you look at when we conducted census 1996. It used to be the most populous province, but the lead between Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal is more than 3 million people. And then from there, you can say the population of, 60% of South Africa's population is found in 4 provinces. It is in Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape and Western Cape. So these 4 provinces take more than 60% of the country's population.
Right. And when we look at then the demographics, are we seeing differences when it comes to gender and, along racial lines?
Certainly, we have more women in South Africa. It fluctuates from time to time in media estimates. There are times when we have higher number of females accounting for about 52%, and of late we are sitting at 51%, according to the latest media estimates. And of course, as we look at population groups, as in Black Africans account for about 81% of the country's population. And then from there, we have whites who account for slightly less than 10%. And then you have the coloreds and the Indian Asians who account for between 3 and about 8%. So generally, we are seeing the colored population group increasing higher towards whites and almost overtaking whites in some provinces. But the Indian Asian population group is the one with the least number of population share in the country.
Right. I mean, when we talk about the total population of people 60 and above, we're seeing that increase there from 2015, Mr. Maluleke, saying that, according to your stats, that from 2020, at least we're seeing 5.4 million people. That's a 9.1% share of the population. But a concern that I have is that it seems amongst the elderly, we're seeing these 3 common, illnesses or causes of death, namely high blood, diabetes, arthritis. What can you tell us about these stats? I mean, I'm sure that's part of the information that has informed even our government in ensuring that the elderly get that vaccine first above everyone else. But what else can you tell us in terms of also the differentiator there between males and females?
You are saying that you are seeing the shocking causes of death. For us as statisticians in official practice, we never get shocked by any numbers. So every number that or any proportions that we make available is what we pick up. Firstly is we do pick up this information from Home Affairs in the causes of death. So we take the microfilms and then we look at the B1663 forms in the form of death notifications. Then we look at what has taken the lives of South Africans. Now, when you look at those issues of hypertension, diabetes mellitus, and of course, those ones are largely diseases of a lifestyle. And it's unlike when you talk about communicable diseases like tuberculosis and the like, tuberculosis and pneumonia and the like. So what we are seeing as the elderly live longer, they have particular lifestyles that they may have followed in their lifetime, which then catch up with them either in their elderly state of well-being. And if you look at issues like diabetes and hypertension, if people haven't been exercising when they were younger, or they follow the particular forms of diets, they catch up with them. But the fact is, we see them once they are much elder.
All right, we'll leave it there, but thank you so much for sharing with us this data and talking to us this morning. Statistician-General, Mr. Risenga Maluleke.